Hey there guys, and welcome back to UnJaded Jade. Dear Year 11s and really indecisive Year 12s, I want to help you guys today with deciding on your A-level options and what to take at A-level, because I know that your decision making is kind of occurring right now, and I don't know when your deadline is, but I know that it's coming sort of ish soon. And yeah, I know that for me making this decision was quite stressful and quite difficult. I thought I would just give you my advice on what A-level subjects to take, what you should consider, that kind of thing. And if you didn't know, I'm in year 13 and I took maths, biology, chemistry and English literature. Dropped English literature sadly going into this year, so I'm currently just doing maths, biology and chemistry, hoping to study biology at university. So now you know all about me. So before I properly start getting into the tips and advice, this video is sponsored by the company that sponsored my meetup. If you've seen my meetup video or were at the meetup, you would know that everyone got a paper blanks notebook, which I'm so grateful for because they are stunning, and this video is also sponsored by them. So just to give you an idea of how pretty these notebooks are, look at that, it's quality, it's shiny, it's soft cover. It has like really pretty pages. This is personally my favourite design, which is the Safavid, a Persian design, and they all have like kind of personalised handmade designers. And if you go on their website, which will be linked in the description, you can kind of explore all of the designs. But I was lucky enough to be sent a few of their notebooks and they are stunning. So for this new school year, if you're in need of a planner or a notebook to keep your life together, or to vent, I would recommend paper blanks. And you guys are also lucky because you can use my cheeky code JADE10 for 10% off on any order of a notebook or anything like that on their website, and that is valid until I think the 31st of October. But yeah, the link is in the description if you're interested. Okay, so when I was making my decisions for what to take at A-level, I am not joking, I did literally grab a notebook, not this one specifically, but I kind of just blurted down everything I was thinking about like what I was potentially wanting to do in the future, like career-wise, what I was interested in doing at uni, what my favourite subject was. Basically, I just kind of sat down and blurted it all out. And I think until you do that sort of diary style like thought process about subjects in general, it's often hard to know like what you're thinking. And when you talk to other people, you can often tailor what you're thinking to the person who you're speaking to. So say your parents want you to do medicine and you're discussing your options with them, then you're probably more likely to say that you want to do science subjects, even if that's not what you personally want. So I definitely recommend grabbing a notebook or anything and just jotting down everything you're sort of thinking or potentially thinking, that kind of thing. I can actually remember coming home from my options evening thing, and I like had to go around all my subjects and speak to my teachers. And I came home and cried because I just had no idea what to take, and I liked all my subjects and I'd pretty much be happy doing anything, and all my teachers wanted me to do their subject. So I was just stressed, and I didn't decide properly until like the day before the thing was due. So I feel you. My first tip, consider your future career. And I hate this tip in a way because mate, you're like 15, you're 16, I don't know how old you are, 17. Yeah, you're quite young still, and I don't know what I want to do in the future career-wise. But if you do, then it's a good idea to tailor your subjects towards what might specifically be needed for that career. So in year 11, I wanted to be a vet, and I'd wanted to be a vet for quite a few years at that time. And it was kind of in year 11 that I was thinking, oh, maybe I don't want to be a vet. But I knew that I kind of wanted to take science subjects to give myself the options to still be a vet or go down a more medical route, because that's what I was thinking I might want to do in the future. And if you have absolutely no idea, then in a way it's nice because you have freedom, but yeah, I would recommend that you kind of keep your options open. And that brings me on to my next point, which is consider facilitating subjects. And if you have no idea what I'm on about, then I'm about to tell you. A facilitating subject is like, I think it's 8 subjects that have been agreed by universities which are more favourable or considered more academic. So that's maths, English literature, languages, humanities like geography, history, sciences. And by sciences I mean biology, chemistry, physics, not like psychology. It's not counted as facilitating. The sort of like online recommendation which a lot of universities recommend is 2 facilitating and 1 non-facilitating, and not to do more than 1 non-facilitating. However, I do want to stress that that is kind of just more if you want to go to a more prestigious university, or if you want to do a more competitive course, or you want to do a course that's kind of more one of those subjects. But at the end of the day, if you want to do drama, don't bother taking like all these facilitating subjects because they look better. Again, like prioritize your career. I mean, if you know that you want to study philosophy, then don't not take philosophy because it's not a facilitating subject. So do take what you know you like and what will benefit you. At the same time though, if you don't know what you want to do at university or career-wise, I would recommend 2 facilitating subjects or more, just to kind of give yourself those options, and employers kind of view those subjects better as well. Next tip, like 3 I think. Take things that you know you are good at / have a natural ability for / you've done well in them at GCSE, or you think you're going to do well in them at GCSE. Yeah. A-levels are hard, let me put it that way. A-levels are bloody difficult. And they're going to be difficult no matter what subject you take. Every single subject is hard. But if you know already that you really struggle in it, I wouldn't take it. Especially chemistry, let me just put it that way. If your parents really, really want you to be a doctor and you kind of don't think that you will be a doctor and you don't really like chemistry or sciences, don't take chemistry just to please them because it's one of your options. Because I've seen a lot of people do that in my year group, and because they didn't have the sort of more like natural tendency for it, they just didn't do as well, and maybe they didn't like it either as much and didn't put as much work in. However, next point which really goes along with that is do take what you like, okay? If you're amazing at maths but you despise maths, I mean, don't take it unless for whatever reason you need to. But yeah, I think it is heavily overlooked taking subjects that you actually like and that you want to study, because again, A-levels are really hard, and if you don't pick subjects that you're going to enjoy or not hate, you probably won't do as well and you're not going to enjoy yourself whatsoever. I mean, for me, I loved English. I knew it was really kind of irrelevant to the other subjects I was doing, but I took it regardless, and it was nice to be able to like look forward to those lessons more. And again, because I loved reading, I did well in it because I was willing to put time into like studying it or reading the books or rereading the books if I had to. So yeah, do take what you like. I mean, at the end of the day, for a lot of employers, your grades are the only thing that really matter, not necessarily the subjects. Save yourself hatred and just take things you like. Next tip, like 5 or something. Combinations of your A-level subjects. Like just consider, think about the combination. So for me, chemistry, it was great having done maths, and biology is great having done chemistry and maths, I guess. English, I know that if I had done history, that would have just helped me so much. But you know, I didn't even do it for GCSE, so kind of had to do a lot of external research to get myself to a similar level on the historical knowledge as people who had done history. If you really want to study languages, maybe do English as well, or another essay-based subject. Yeah, I think things with overlapping skills can really complement well, or if you want to study a course at university, there might be subjects that do complement it better, or that will make you more likely to get in because of the transferable skills. So do check. I also think in some ways it can be nice to have a bit of diversity in your subjects. So for me, English, again, completely random, but it was kind of a nice, it's not a break, but break from like the logical subjects, the sciencey subjects. So yeah, I think just consider your subjects like together as a whole. And my last tip, which is sort of, I don't know, a bit more contextual, think about like the school you're at and which departments are strong and which ones you know you like the teachers in, or you think they have good teachers for, or I don't know. I think this should be of least importance, but I think it's still something to consider. I'm going to be real with you, I think it does make a massive difference if you have an amazing teacher or a not so great teacher. So just kind of consider that. Also things like resources. Some subjects I struggle to find resources that suit my style of learning, whereas like chemistry is so well resourced online, and it fits the way I learn. So yeah, I think maybe just kind of investigate the resources that are available for like revision and that kind of thing. But in general, whatever you pick, it's going to be okay, it really is, and there's always room for movement. You can change your subjects in the first week, you know, you can catch up, I promise you can catch up. There are always foundation courses at university if you suddenly like change your career path or whatever and realise you haven't done the right subjects. So yeah, there are always options. All the A-levels are hard, as I say, but yeah, I hope this helped you, and I hope that the decision comes to you easily, because for me it was a long debate. Also, take stuff that you want to take, not what your parents or your teachers want you to take. Make it your decision, and I hope that it is the right decision for you. I hope this helped you guys out, and check out paper blanks in the link in my description as mentioned before. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and good luck.